People never believe us when we say we're mother and daughter.
How would you guys describe your relationship as a mother and daughter?
Even though we look a lot alike, you might see us at the same parties. Well, I'm very much still the mom. Like, she's not allowed to curse. She still can't have a boyfriend. It's not happening. Yeah, guys ask me all the time, like, oh, I love your daughter, can I date her? No, you cannot.
How old are you?
I'm 30.
You're 30?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Why can't you have a boyfriend?
Because she's still my baby. I'm very protective, telling me how to move. But I appreciate it.
Do you want a boyfriend?
Do you? No, of course not. Yeah, me either. When she's with me, I'm still in charge. I ask her where she's going. I track her constantly, who she's with.
You track me?
All the time.
I knew we shared each other's location, but I didn't know she actually.
Yeah, I actually track her all the time.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a little controlling, but.
As I'm rushing to get my kids from my mama's house because she don't want to be a grandma. Okay, cool. You know, I don't have a village. I don't have any friends. And I'm been trying to work some overtime so I could better my situation. But my mom, she don't want to be a grandma. And at the end of the day, she's not obligated to do shit for me. So it's probably going to be the last time that I'm working overtime on the weekends. So if y'all could do me a favor and just follow me, share my shit, like my shit, and do what you gotta do so I can get closer to my goal of hitting 10K, 5K, whatever K, and start trying to make some extra money on this platform because I am doing it all by myself. I'm a mother of 3. I work full-time, sometimes overtime, currently in school. I do taxes during tax season, and it's like, it's still not enough. It's still not enough. So I would really like to make money on this app. So if you don't mind, just be my friend. I'll be yours. And yeah, because that's just what it be about.
We have evolved.
I feel like the people that are complaining about their parents not being grandparents are the people who actually want their parents to be in their lives. Because let's be honest, a lot of us grew up with childhood trauma. I don't want my parents to raise my children because I'm raising them very differently. I just want them to have a relationship with them. It's very interesting that a lot of the grandparents now that are saying this are the parents who always took us to our grandparents' house. So when our kids grow up and they ask, why didn't I see you more? What are you guys gonna say?
All right, man, real quick video. The death of the grandma. Grandma is gone. The traditional grandma is gone. You started to see it disappear in the 90s. Jay-Z, what he say in I forget the name of the song back in the day. But what is it? 40 is the new 20 or something like that. And the women they done ran off with that. Women don't want to be grandmothers no more. They don't even want to be mothers no more. And I talked about that. We can put a whole compilation of women saying they don't want to be mothers no more. And then what you got is, back in the day, these women used to drop their, kids off on their grandmothers. Grandmother didn't mind because, a lot of the women in yesteryears, that first wave of true single mothers that was talking about that shit was empowering in the 90s. For the most part, they still had their fun, but they didn't overdo it like the women today. They still spent time with their kids, did things with their kids on the weekends and stuff. They wanted to get rid of their kids too. They was the first women that say, "Oh, we don't have to be with men. We can do it on our own." And they created a generation, which you see with some of these millennials and these Gen Zers, that they don't know how to do nothing that a man know how to do. And the ones that they actually like are gay. But now you have grandmothers saying that, "No, y'all not about to put these grandbabies on me," or "I'm not that type of grandmother. I don't want to be a grandmother." They don't want to. With all this accessibility to getting surgeries and BBLs and tummy tucks and suction this and this, that they want to be young forever. And you see that in other communities too. Becky, all of them don't want to be grandmothers no more. They want to get Botox. They want to be young. They want to be in the club with their daughters and their granddaughters. They all go into the club together. And the only time I condone clubbing with your children is to show them how to conduct themselves in the club, how to take your drink to the bathroom. If you leave your drink at the bar, hey, it's a goner. How to watch out for weirdos and shit. That's the only time you and your daughter should be in the same club. But what they be doing is, they be trying, party with the younger generation because they going for the YNs, right? They going for the young guys. Back in the day, they used to take their daughters to the grown people club and show them how to conduct themselves, right? And a lot of times, they would have them looking for sugar daddies. But you know what? I'm not getting into that. But now you have a generation of women that still want a club, that rather travel. They don't, they don't have husbands. So that's another thing about it too. So you got a generation who don't have husbands. So all they doing is spending a whole bunch of money they don't have. They traveling, you know what I'm saying? They spending money. They going out every weekend like they was 20, something like that. So they didn't want to be mothers. You can see that in the 90s. They didn't want to be mothers. Then you think if they're a mother, they want to be a grandmother? No, they don't want to be a grandmother. Take your grandbaby with you. Because they don't have a husband for structure. They're still outside. What did Juvenile say? That outside dick keep these hoes sick. Like, ugh. They still outside. They getting punani rejuvenations and all types of things. It's the sad, honest truth. And now they going around partying, getting all these surgeries. They going to get to the DR and they're going to these illegal places to get these surgeries with their daughters. They going there and they both leaving the airport with their booties popped up on them pillows and stuff. You know what I'm saying? From going to get BBLs. A lot of them probably getting trains ran on them with their daughters and shit like that. We seen videos of them being caught with their daughters' boyfriends and sleeping with their daughters' boyfriends and shit like that, bro. That's what's going on. And that's why when I say, when you look at the dating pool, this is why I say, when you look at it, when you truly look at it, and they talking about 80-20, man, really, you have to sit there. And really, it's probably really 90 to 10. I've been saying already 95 to 5. Because guess what? Guess who you got to throw in the dating pool? You have to throw the grandmothers in the dating pool. They're in the dating pool. Their grandmothers at 35, 40, 50. But you throwing 50-year-old grandmothers in the dating pool, bro. You throwing 50-year-old grandmothers in the dating pool. They think because they got a surgery, they think because these young guys hit on them at the gas, it's just a sexual attraction. That's it. It's nothing but a sexual attraction. But they believe that, I still got it. And when these dudes just run through them and they still 40, 45, 50 asking what we are, and are you cheating on me? Absolutely. Why would I be with you and you don't believe no more? You 40, 45, 50. You got to pay to keep them. You got to pay to keep those young men. And a lot of these women, you seen the story about the lady that, kicked her son out to show him how to be a man and stop bleaching. And her best friend allowed her son into his house and got knocked up by him. Predatorial. So they don't want to do that. You think that these women, they don't want to cook. They don't want to clean. They'll suck your ding-a-ling before they cook and clean. They don't want to boil hot dogs for their kids. They don't want to cook regular meals for their kids no more, right? All they do is buy Tyson chicken nuggets and live off McDonald's and fucking Chick-fil-A. They don't cook for their kids no more. They don't want to clean their houses no more. Their houses be dirty. They don't even fold their clothes at the laundromat. They wash them and they throw them on the bed and pick them on the floor and pick them. Like, think about that. You see all this stuff and this generation, I don't want to be a mother. I'm more than a woman. And then when they get 40, I want to be a mother. And they find out all that shit that these women telling you that's empowering, a government job or, working in a corporate office as a puppet. You don't have no real power. You just a filler job. You're not important. And you find out that you're not so important and them degrees didn't matter to nobody. And now you want to be a mother when you should be on your way to being a grandmother. Now you want to redo it. And guys got tired of warning American women. Guys are tired of warning American women about that. Tired of it. They tired of it. So when y'all hit that wall, y'all want kids and y'all like that porn star Lana Rhodes, I want to erase my past. I seen this girl on Facebook say, I don't want me and the OnlyFans ain't who I am no more. No, it's still who you are. It ain't no erasing. It's not no having your cake and eat it too. We're laughing at you. So when you see me in the club, ski, we just running through you, ski. That's it. You wonder why no guy stays, because we see right through you. Your mothering skills is what attracts men. Everything you do to be a mother is directly tied to your DNA and directly tied to your ability to mate and keep a dude. Your femininity, your patience, how you have patience with your kids, how you handle your children with femininity, your cooking, your cleaning, how loyal and trustworthy you are to your kids, how you put your kids first, how you would put your kids first, your touch, you know what I'm saying? Your softness. That's what attracts a man to you. And I always tell men the rule of thumb is when you want to lay down with a woman and create a family with a woman, do you want your daughter to be just like this woman? It is as simple as that. If you don't want your daughter to have an OnlyFans, you don't want your daughter to be on a strip club, you don't want your daughter to be a feminist, you don't want your daughter to be a narcissist and self-serving and unloyal and trustworthy, then why the fuck would you skeet in this hoe? Period. But you see the thing, I don't want to be a mother. Then by the time it's time to be a grandmother, I want to be a grandmother. I want to be a mother, or I don't want to be grandmothers no more. This is what happens when you don't lay down and marry a guy. That's it. And for guys, this is fun to us. Because we can run through everybody. Most guys, average guys, if they knew what they was doing, we can just clap y'all cheeks and keep it moving. We not tripping y'all putting the horse before the carriage. Ain't no men crying about that. You know, we see civilization is doing for the most part. We just gonna rock with it. Only guys that try to save women are guys that try to monetize y'all on the internet. But I hit the link in the description, join the Patreon, peace.
And flat ass. Like,
Where'd it go?
This is stupid. She got everything good. Look at her beautiful face. Okay. That's a special face. But it's a beautiful face. She's so much better than me. She got everything good.
Except for thin lips.
Tell her she deserves better than a booty call.
No, because I like booty calls.
I mean, we all like a booty call, but we all also like the cuddle after.
Well, I'll force him. I'll strap that down.
Girl, you gotta
and I'll put a strap on me, and then I'll strap him down.
You need to be bossy. You need to take charge. You need to be a boss.
I'm like, get on your knees, ho.
That's right. A little stiletto in his face, a little Louis Vuitton pushed against his cheek. They like that.
I would grab his hair and be like, suck me.
Like, who's your bitch now?